Hey everybody, Justin with Midwest Precision Shooting here. We wanted to tell you about the targets that we've been working on. In conjunction with Firefly Precision, we have come up with an awesome package that solves a lot of the pain points that a lot of other targets have. So, for example, have you ever gone to a match and you're shooting at a target and it flies off the stand so the whole line needs to go cold? That's really annoying. How about, have you ever been shooting at a target where the stage calls out shooting 2 shots at the same target, but after the first impact it's swinging side to side and you're waiting for it? That's really annoying too. Have you ever been a match director and set up target stands but you can't get them to stab into the frozen ground? Yep, this addresses that, as well as the target walking or moving or getting beat back throughout the match. Target and hook design. So with the target itself, what we have is a tall vertical hole, and in conjunction with a hook that's also tall, you get a setup where it doesn't really swing side to side. So that's how we address that. As far as target staying on and not ever flying off, this clever hook design prevents the target from flying off when it gets hit. In order to take it off, you have to do that number, which doesn't really happen during a match with the target flying around. The targets themselves are AR500. A lot of them are 3/8 thick, which makes them stronger, but it also adds weight so that they don't swing crazy. So what we're going for here is nice target reaction, but we want it to settle quick for stages where there's a fast double tap. So that's about what you would see in a match. It's pretty cool. These are standing off away from the uprights with this extension piece, so that's what allows it to get plenty of swinging in without going crazy. All right, let's talk about the stands. So coming back here from this extension piece, we've got 1/4-20 hardware used throughout. It's connected to this 24-inch long upright. So this is also a modular piece, so you can attach a hook here and a hook here like this one is set up, or you can just have a single stand if you would like. You can get extra ones of these and you can extend them up, so you could go 3 feet or 4 feet high if you would like, just to get, sometimes a lot of the ranges will have the ground drops down in the back and you might need to extend it up to get clear line of sight. Going down from there, this is attached on via 2 bolts, and we have an adjustment down here to change the angle of this, and that allows you to put this up into a berm and to get the angle correct so you can still be vertical with the upright. So this is 1/4-20 hardware. A couple wrenches would be good to have on hand if you're making adjustments, but that's the most extreme angle we have. Something like that. And we have a middle angle. If there's a berm that's too steep for this, it's really not going to work. I mean, these angles are pretty good. We've used them quite a bit. But so you could adjust that like so, and then you could put it up on a berm and it would work like that. We can do compound angles as well. So if you had like a side berm, so from your view you're shooting towards this direction, we could put these, let's see here, something like that. So you kind of got the compound angle, and you have the more steep angle on this side. So there's just a lot we can do. You can make these work for you. There's also a leg locker. That's this little doodad right here. You can loop that through. That way if you want to pick it up with one hand, it'll stay on. So the bases, they're about 2 feet wide. We have the nice cleats here. So when you set these up, you point them toward the shooter, you kind of step these into the ground and they're not gonna walk on you. We had a match last weekend where there were 137 shooters, and even the targets with the small ones, those are the ones that can transfer the most energy into the base, those didn't move at all. So you have a really robust setup here where you set it up and you don't have to worry about it falling or moving. One of the worst nightmares for any match director is the wind. So you set up this really sweet course of fire, it's just perfect, and then the night before or the morning of the match, all of a sudden the wind picks up, the weather didn't predict it, and now the match is way too hard because the wind is variable and your shooters are frustrated. So our answer to this is a wind target system. So in the Midwest Precision Shooting Match Director Handbook, we have recommended target size tables for different shooting positions, as well as different levels of wind. So what we do when we set up our match is we might have a 1.5 and a 3-inch, like you see here, and then on the ground next to the stand will be 2 targets for the 1.5 and 2 targets for the 3-inch. The 2 targets are 1.5 times width and a 2 times width. So now, the morning of the match, if it's say 10 miles per hour wind, we can look at our table. It might tell us to put on the 1.5 times width targets, and within 5 minutes we can go out, switch them all out, and now the match is back to where we want it to hone in on the optimal difficulty level. Alright, so you just had a successful match. You had 0 target failures. Now it's time to tear them down, pack up, and go home. So if you want, you can simply take that off like so. Obviously you would take your targets off, and you can leave them like this and stack them up, or you could just loosen these up and then they come off, and you could store them like that. So to wrap it all up, what we have is an awesome target package designed by match directors for match directors. Should have 0 failures, great target response, quick settling time, modular designs, and you can pack it all up into the trunk of your car. So thanks for watching, brought to you by Midwest Precision Shooting and Firefly Precision. See you guys later.